Hi, this is part 5 of my ongoing series about refinishing NuTone IS69 and IS70 front door entry speaker stations. If you haven't watched parts 1 through 4, I recommend that you go back in this playlist and do that, and it'll sort of fill in what's gone on to get us to this point. When we last left off in the end of part 4, I talked about the color choice we had made for our sample IS69 that I've been working on, and that was our Mocha Bronze, or also called Double-Espresso. I've talked to a couple customers about the whole Double-Espresso thing. Everybody likes the name Double-Espresso. They, oh yeah, I would want one of those. They seem to have some idea what it's about. This was one of the sample panels I made with the two-part epoxy primer. It's just gray. I made 4 of these just at practice with. In the past few days, I went ahead and set everything up to spray the finish coat. Before I actually sprayed our IS69, I sprayed one of the panels that I made, like this one, with the Double-Espresso to get a little bit of practice and see what it would turn out like. And as you can see, it looks pretty good. At least I think you can see it. I'm going to try to hold it up here. It's kind of hard to see colors like this on YouTube, but it is what it is. It's a nice, pleasant color. Everyone that I've showed this to so far seems to like what it looks like. This turned out very well. I was very pleased with it. It seems to have a little bit of sparkliness in the paint. I don't know if it's a metallic or it's just the way that this particular finish is. When I go back to my paint supplier and take this with me, I'll ask them about that and have a better answer. After spraying our flat sheets, I decided, well, it was time to get on with the main event. This is the first reveal. A few people here have seen this, but no one else so far. So here is our sample IS69 front door entry station in Double-Espresso. We're going to call it Double-Espresso from now on because that seems to be a very popular choice. And I hope you can see, especially perhaps compared to the gray background, it turned out very good, and I think the color was a very good choice. When I sprayed it the very first time, I thought that's going to be a popular color. It has a nice shiny finish to it. It's very glossy. This one was all completely reassembled after it had dried for 2 days. It has a fairly long dry time. It's at a minimum it's 24 hours, and honestly I think it's better to wait 2 or 3 days before you even handle it. So it was set aside, and I put a clear plastic tub over it to prevent any dust or anything from getting onto the finish while it dried, and did everything I could to not go over and touch it or mess with it or look at it while it was drying. After I was sure that it was thoroughly dried, it was time to reassemble it. The first thing I did was I reattached the grill and the insert panel down here with our 3M automotive attachment tape. That worked very well, and it seems to hold super well. The longer it's on, it seems like it really grabs onto the finish and it doesn't want to let go. We will do some testing with this probably in the coming week. It's going to be hot around here in the high 90s, they say. I'm going to set this outside on some bricks where it will get really hot, and make sure that the adhesive doesn't soften up because we don't want the grills falling off like they did when they came from NuTone sometimes. Then I went ahead and put a new push button on it. I put one of our direct replacement 3.5-inch speaker cones on the back, and this is all ready to go, except for one thing. I forgot to paint the screws. And screws are important because they have to match. I have screws for almost all the door speakers we've collected. It just didn't occur to me that I needed to do that. We'll be doing more painting in the coming week, and we'll get that taken care of in short order. For anybody who might be interested, no, the perforations in the metal grille did not get filled up with paint. There are only 1 or 2 little bitty ones here on the side that have a little bit, but this is the part with the adhesive tape behind it, so you don't really see it. And then you have to remember, this is a prototype. This is the very first one that we've done, so we'll get better at it as we go along. So I think our project is going along well, and I just wanted to show it off to everybody so that you can see we're making good progress on it. I hope you found this interesting and perhaps helpful. If it is, please give it a thumbs up on YouTube because that helps us. There'll be a banner right here that shows you how to subscribe. Go to our YouTube homepage, click on the bell, and when you click on the bell, click on it to receive all notifications, and every time we post a new video, you'll get a notification and you can watch it. That's all for today. See you on the next video.